In Iraq, militants have taken control of the entire province of Nineveh in the north, dealing a fresh blow to the country's struggle against insurgency. Earlier, they also seized Iraq's second-largest city of Mosul, forcing police and army forces to flee. The fighters are believed to be from Al-Qaeda-affiliated group that's responsible for the vast majority of the bloody and ruthless attacks in the country. Let's discuss this further with RT contributor Afshin Rattansi, who joins us now. Good to see you, Afshin. What would you say this latest incident actually says about the overall situation in the country?
It's a landmark event. We've known for quite a while thousands of families have been fleeing the Al-Qaeda-linked attacks. But now, after that long sequence of events from 9/11, what the whole Iraq war was about, we've ended up with Al-Qaeda-linked organizations in charge of military helicopters over Iraq. They have taken over the second or third largest city, but the commercial hub region of Iraq. This is of huge importance. It's already raising questions in Washington because they were US-trained personnel who had to flee for their lives. And now we have Al-Qaeda-linked people in this stronghold in Iraq. That has been the result of the Iraq war.
Can you foresee any time soon a situation in which Iraq could actually get to grips with security?
Well, the idea that Iraq can possibly have security whilst the Americans and the British have been supporting Al-Qaeda-linked operatives, either directly or indirectly. Of course, there have been no admissions, but we've heard all their statements in Syria. And this is where the overspill is occurring. This is the net result. So the idea that security in Iraq was ever going to be helped by an invasion by, of course, the Anglo-American invasion of 2003 was one thing. Now we have Anglo-American sponsored, Saudi sponsored instability, because these groups are the spillover of the very groups that we've been hearing in Britain that we should be supporting. And so security in that region will obviously have to be sorted out, maybe with some kind of conference that does not allow the Americans or the British to be involved. They have singularly failed here, and what has to be done, of course, is to try and have allies in that region to try and stop these Salafist forces, let alone tell Saudi Arabia to stop funding them.
OK, pretty clear from what you said there. You don't think that British or American interference would be a good thing, but how on earth do they curb this violence? I mean, perhaps some other kind of foreign assistance, would that help? And if so, from who?
Well, we probably all know the lessons that in the past the Americans were supporting both sides in the Iran-Iraq war. Then they supported Saddam Hussein, and then they supported the people against Saddam Hussein. It's to any alien from outer space, they'd say they want constant volatility. What we need is an urgent conference of the key partners in that region, not involving the United States, which can be trusted, to be able to eradicate the scourge of these Al-Qaeda-linked terrorists, is the word, the militants, as soon as possible. Because let there be no doubt about this. The fact that they have those military helicopters, the fact that Osama Nujaifi, the parliamentary speaker in Baghdad, said that this is a threat to the entire region now that they have air forces. There needs to be this urgent conference. And it is clear that the rebels in Syria were being supported by the British and the Americans. And this is what they've again reaped. This is again what we're getting. It's the same Mujahideen play, and this time Al-Qaeda and ISIS, as they're called, in the Levant, these militant groups, because there are quite a few of them, they now have a key base right there in the heart of the Middle East.
OK, we've been talking to journalist Afshin Rattansi. Afshin, thank you.